light boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Now look, I wanted to speak about something real quick. Now I want to speak about keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth shut. Now what I mean by that, everybody can relate to this. You know, you just got your income tax or something, and you just went through something, and you just came up with something, and you know, everybody in the land and country don't need to know what the fuck just happened or what you just got. So people know that on a common sense level, but I want to break this down a little deeper. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth closed. Here's why. Because when you open, now I want to go as far as to saying, don't just be in your house, or don't just be even when you to yourself. Don't just be in regular places saying shit. You know how you can even talk to yourself when you're around nowhere, you just be saying things, speaking things. You got to really understand, speaking things into existence is real. Firmaments and making things physical is real with your words. So I want to say, even be careful just saying things, especially things that you don't really mean in your heart, because it's going to play out. Now, here's why I'm saying that. When you open your mouth and speak something and make that energy vibration go out in the universe, you attract forces. So we're going to call these forces spirits, right? Now, you're going to attract two kind of, you're going to attract two kind of motherfucking spirits, right? You're going to get one, the destroyer. And then you're going to get one called the attacher. Now, this is just names I'm making up for them, but that's the role, that's the energetic frequency that they play out. So that's what we can call them. You're going to get the destroyer spirit, and you're going to get the attacher spirit. Now, overall, you're going to look at it like, okay, the destroyer is negative, and you're going to look at it like the attacher is positive, and this, that, and third. But nah, it's really interchangeable. See, when you get to these aspects, you really can't be looking at right or wrong in that aspect. You really have to be just looking at things from a perspective of one thing has to be used at one time other than the other time. So, for the most part, this is what you got to understand. Now, the destroyer, there's a positive and a negative version of a destroyer spirit. And when you talk about the attacher, there's a positive attacher and a negative attacher. Let's say a good and bad. Now, the destroyer, you already know, it's going to come fuck up shit. That spirit is coming to fuck up shit. So, anything that you speak, you see what I'm saying? You know that destroyer got the possibility of coming to fuck something up. The attacher, you could kind of look at that frequency vibration and be like, okay, yeah, it's going to attach itself to whatever you said. So let's break them down. Now, you have a good and bad destroyer. Let's start with that. Now, overall, the bad destroyer is going to come into your life like this. Whatever you spoke into an existence, now the destroyer or the destroyer or the attacher, these are spirits. So they can come into a person, place, or thing. They can take those shapes and forms. Those will be the things that come into the light or in the name or the representation of these spirits. So it's going to be people, places, and things. So depending on your experiences and how many people you got in your life and how y'all correlated with each other and how y'all relate to each other, that's how these spirits is going to be able to come to you. Through the people, places, and the locations that you be going to and the things that you have. Now, the destroyer spirit, whatever you speak out, right? Now, a spirit will come in that motherfucker and try to destroy that plan. So this is why you have to keep things within. Because when you bring it into the yang realm and start to use your left brain and give it shape, give that shit shape and direction and a line of reference and shit like that, this is what's taking place. You know what I'm saying? Spirits from the yin realm want to experience the yang realm. So they utilize lights. That's a form of a light. So, you know, for the most part, when you do that, the destroyer will come in that way, in a shape or form, in a person, place, or thing to stop that plan. You see what I'm saying? Now, the good destroyer is going to do the same thing. But how you know that it's a good destroyer is because that person, place, or thing came into your life, and then after that situation happened, that got destroyed, you actually feel like that was the best thing that ever happened to you. Like you ever was in a relationship that you was blinded in, and then once you got out of it, you just realized like, damn, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now I'm free as fuck. Or whatever kind of circumstance or situation. You may have lost a car and came up on another car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the good destroyer. So that's the spirit, that's the destroyer spirit, that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't fucking with the bad one. The bad one is a circumstance or situation that you really wanted, and this motherfucker came through a person, place, or thing and fucked it up. Sometimes they come through the body of light itself. You on the road and shit and get blinded and shit and fuck up your new fucking car and shit. All kind of shit. All these motherfucking potholes on the street. But look, now let's talk about the attacher. Now, when we're talking about the attacher, in this situation right here, now the bad attacher, let's start with the good attacher. The good attacher will be a person, place, or thing that come into your life that actually benefits you. So when you speak something in existence, or when you keep saying something, right? A person, place, or thing could come into your life that'll help ascend that. And you see, a lot of times it's that only will really happen if you're speaking something with your heart. If you ain't speaking it with your heart, 9 times out of 10, that ain't really happening. So every time you speak something with your real emotions and feelings, it really happen. And something that you truly want to expand on, 9 times out of 10, these are the words that you're kicking. So don't be kicking those doubt words, and y'all be kicking and shit like that also. But for the most part, yeah, that'll be the good attacher. So you can kind of already calculate what will be the negative attacher. Now the bad angel, now the demon or spirit, whatever you want to call it. Now the bad motherfucker that come and fuck with you, right? These motherfuckers come in shapes and forms as burdens, responsibilities, obligations. They come as those people, places, and things. To the point that every time you try to carry out your plan, here come this motherfucker wanting to experience your plan with you and shit. Want to do shit with you and shit. You say you putting in all the work, but you responsible for them based upon how much they mean to you in your life. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. You see what I'm saying? So the shit is crazy. So it goes deep. So this is the whole purpose of keep your motherfucking mouth closed in general, unless it's something that you really want. Because these spirits is out here thirsty for lights and shapes and forms. And your voice is one of those. So, be very, very, very motherfucking careful. Close your motherfucking mouth. Because you could be around a motherfucking person and they be controlled by a goddamn whole bunch of motherfucking dark spirits. And then your ass speaking plans with them, not knowing that your plan is getting ruined before you even started that shit. So, yeah, keep your motherfucking mouth closed. Flight boss, bitch. Here.